go. Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to say Happy New Year, Happy New Year. And I just also wish that you all a very blessed day today. There's a lot of things that you probably put on your New Year's resolution, and I definitely hope you're able to stick with them. One thing I always tell people, instead of waiting until January 1st to begin your New Year's resolution, I would strongly suggest waiting to, or actually beginning everything, December 1st, so you can have practice. And then by the time January 1st rolls around, you're already ready and you don't have to get into the habit of fulfilling your New Year's resolution. No, you already started, so you are already practiced, and you know by the 1st of January you will be able to stick to the New Year's resolution. And things will be a lot easier because you will already have the routine down and you have everything in order by the 1st. You have to plan. And with saying all of that, it's tea time. Yes. Now, in 2018, we're going to be exposing a lot and getting people prepared. Our main focus is going to be for those who are looking to grow, or even those who are getting started in the entertainment industry. We want to make sure that we are actually able to give you a good foundation, give you some good solid ground to start on as you are building yourself, or you are starting to grow, or actually as you are starting, I should say, on your new journey. Now, as you start your new journey through 2018, I want you to be very careful of casting calls. You see, one thing about casting calls are designed to pick those individuals that they feel are going to fit either the talent show, the fashion show, or whatever they are preparing. It could be an independent movie, TV show, or just a simple short film. If it's even a student project, you will probably still need to come to a casting call. Now, one thing I say about looking out for with these casting calls is if they are trying to charge you. Yes, believe it or not, there are some individuals out here who are charging you for a casting call. Not to be in the show, just to come out to attend the casting call. And I saw that myself a couple months ago. Someone sent me an invitation to a casting call, and I saw that I had to go to Eventbrite and purchase a ticket. I thought to myself, what is this? You don't pay for a casting call. You must be off your rocker. You want me to pay to come to see if you want to use me, and then you tell me no? You're crazy. Oh, you don't pay for a casting call. Who in their black mind will come pay someone for a casting call when I'm sitting here trying to wait to see if you're going to use me? The problem is you have used me if I pay you to come to your casting call. So people, do not pay for a casting call. How many times I have to tell you, no, you do not pay for a casting call. You've already paid $500 for someone who told you that they was an agency, and now you get no work. Listen, it's 2018. Do things differently this year. If you're just starting, do things smart. Don't work hard, work smart. You see, if you do not have a resume, if you do not have any experience, I understand. Sometimes you're so desperate and you're so excited to the point that you are paying for things that you should not be paying for, such as casting calls. Don't pay for casting calls. Now, if they decide that they want you to be in the show, you don't pay to be in the show. why don't you pay for a casting call, and why don't you pay to be in the show? This is why. When you pay for a casting call, you are participating in an event where someone is looking to gain money so they can actually use your money to pay for the venue that they need to do the show. And they give you no recognition. Now, if you want to pay for a casting call, you need to ensure that you are listed as a sponsor or an investor in the event, not just as a model or an artist or whatever. You either need to be listed as a vendor, a sponsor, or a partner. You need some titleship when you are paying for a casting call. Now, there are some people, they feel like they're putting you in a show and they're helping you to build your resume and they're doing a lot of things for you, and they want to ensure that you are taking the show seriously. So they say they're charging you to be in the show. Now, I can understand if they ask you to sell tickets because they don't want to work hard for you and then you walk away benefiting from something that they did for you. But to be honest with you, if they're not paying you or they're not letting you get a percentage of the tickets, they're still using you. Because the whole trade, give and take, is you are being in a show. They need the models, and if they can't pay you, it's still something that can go on your resume. Now, for those that are telling you they're making it a requirement that you have to sell tickets, it's because they don't believe in themselves. And they need you to bring in income for their event. If they tell you have to sell tickets, then tell them you have to be paid. Now, I know you're probably like, well, no, I'm not going to say that because I need this on my resume. I need this. Love, there are so many shows that are going to be in your area and probably out of your area that you can be in that are not going to force you to do certain things like that. You got to have a standard. One thing I've learned in my journey is don't make myself so available so easily to everyone, because when you are a rarity, that is what makes people want you more. Now, like I said, there should be a trade. When you're in a show, that's going to help you build your resume. The more shows you get to do, the more experience you gain. And then when you start gaining more and more experience, then you can start asking if it's a paid show and start looking for paid shows. Now, one thing a Real Desire will be doing is doing more so on the trade level. There will be an option to sell tickets, of course, when we do our talent shows. But every option to sell tickets is just that, it's an option. It's a way for the models to actually get paid. Even if it's their first show, even if they feel like they have no experience. Because in the process of the show, they will be trained. You have people who need to show you how to walk or help you to develop your walk if you don't have it. And that is why the casting calls are made, to see if you have a strong enough walk. Now, I will tell you this. If you have to pay, you should be paying for the classes. The classes to train you, the rehearsals, because someone has to be hired to teach you. And it takes time. It takes time to teach someone how to walk if they don't know how to walk. So you should be getting your money's worth if you have to pay. So if you are paying $25 to $50 or however much they tell you to pay, make sure you have someone to train you on how to walk if you need that. If you don't need that, then you should be working on building your resume so you can get paid. Now, if you're doing this because you love it, you don't care about the pay, that's fine. That's fine. I still say make sure that the shows you do are of quality. I was asked to do a show last year, 2017, I want to say around August. And I did it because of the title of what it was attached to. But upon coming into the show and noticing how the models were trying to fight and screaming and cursing and how things were put together, I said, this is a show I will not do again. When I see this title, I know not to apply myself because I can't participate in foolishness. I'm looking to get better, not bitter. That is not something I need. So, remember, 2018, there are going to be so many fashion shows. You have fashion weeks almost in every state. So you can look forward to doing those different shows. 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to make your own arrangements to get to those cities because they're more so looking for people who are already in that city to be a part of the show. But if you're telling them you want to be in the show and they don't really want you like that, then you're going to be responsible for getting there. Now, if they really like you, they like your work, they may pay for you to come to that city to be in the show. And if they do that, you've made it. Congratulations. As you build your brand, you're probably going to start getting people, no, you're not probably, you are going to start getting people reaching out to you, asking you to participate in shows, and they will pay for whatever needs to be paid for because of who you are. It's your status. And they feel by you participating in that show, it will bring in a crowd because you have a following and people want to see you. But do not pay for a casting call. And those people who are charging, I'm going to start putting them on blast and let you know who's charging people for casting calls. Stay away from people who charge you to be at a casting call. Okay. Now, that's the tea. That is the tea for today. No casting calls that cause you to pay. Do not be in a show that tell you that you have to pay. Now, I'm going to tell you this, no matter how many times I tell folks this, they tend to still pay. So if you pay the $25 to $50 to $100 to be in a show and there's no prize money involved in paying to be in this show, please do not complain when things are disorganized and you do not get what you are expecting, such as meals or anything like that. 9 times out of 10, you will not be fed. Unless things are starting to change, but last I was in a few shows that tried to make me pay to be in the show, $25 to $50 is what they asked. They had nothing there for the models. The models were of no concern. Your names were not mentioned. There was no snacks, there was no food, there was no water, there was nothing provided for the models. It was in and out. There was a lot of empty promises to keep you quiet, because they knew people would make noise. But at the end of the day, there was nothing. But again, you have to understand, you have to expect that if you're paying to attend a casting call or if you're paying to be in a show. Now, some people don't mind paying to be in a show if it's someone who has a major name who's doing the show. Because for them it is promotion, it is advertising, it's a lot of things that will definitely be there. But if they don't have a red carpet event, this is just me, starting 2018. If I'm paying to come to an event, to be in an event, and I have to pay you, I need a red carpet access. And if there's no red carpet access, then I'm not there. I'm not paying for it. I need red carpet access and I need notoriety. If I don't get that, you're not getting paid. And that's just the tea. You all have a beautiful day. Be careful out there, 2018. And again, I hope that you've already started practicing what you want out of this year. That way, you're already in line and things are already in order for what is going to be needed. You all have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful year. And again, Happy New Year. Hello, this is Matthew Carter. Just wanted to let you know, if you are interested in being interviewed or if you want me to talk about what it is that you are doing, please feel free to email info@arealdesire.org. Again, that is info@arealdesire.org. Or you can simply mail your information or your materials to A Real Desire, P.O. Box 670098, Bronx, New York, 10467. Again, A Real Desire, P.O. Box 670098, Bronx, New York, 10467. Until then, have a great day.